I was having a conversation with a friend today at the gym. It was along the lines of change, right? And things that we are optimizing in our lives that we want to be doing better. And we were thinking about, people say change doesn't happen overnight, right? You don't just flip the switch. Now, I hear that and I totally understand. I think that it can mean like our expectations are not set outright as to what change requires. But I will say change can happen in a significantly short period of time. What do I mean by that? Well, my brother, for example, he did not want to run at all. I got into running. I tried to get him to run with me. He didn't want anything to do with it, right? Maybe the occasional run he would go on. Well, he started coming to a couple workouts that I did, and then all of a sudden, like that, overnight, he decided, hey, I'm going to run. Like, I'm going to be a runner. And he's running 8 miles, 9 miles, 10 miles, 13 miles, 20 miles. Like, he hasn't even done a race before. He's been running less than a year. And he just decided, I'm going to flip this switch. I'm going to go. Right. And that's one example. I can totally understand how we can say, you don't want to just dive all into things, right? Like you might get burnt out. And I get that. But what I'll say is, it is your mind at the end of the day. Like you can jump in slowly and build up, or you can go say, now's the time. I'm going all in. Now, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it, right? What do we need in order to succeed and to do it? Well, we need to put aside some checks and balances. We need to have daily reminders and alarms on our phone to remind us to do things. We need to have to do lists. We need to have things set out and pre planned, right? Now, I know it's a lot of things, but for me personally, I'm a relatively extreme person. I'm all or nothing, right? And when I'm trying to tread in the middle, it's rough. I'm eating somewhat good, but not great, right? And I just feel kind of lazy as I'm drifting through it. For me, I know I have to be extreme. I know that I can go, all right, now I'm going to check this to do list every day. I'm going to make sure I'm getting these things done. And am I perfect every single day? No, but am I moving towards the ultimate goal, which is consistency on a daily basis? Yes, I am. So don't overestimate. Man, I don't know the saying. There was some saying that was kind of this premise, but it was, don't overestimate what you can do in a month, but like do not underestimate what you can do in 6 or something like that, right? So like let's not think we're going to get fit in shape in a month, but you'd be shocked. You'll go 6 months down the line and you'll look back and you'll be like, that was only 6 months. Like that's insane. I wish I started sooner. This can go for an area that we want to work on in business. This can be fitness. For me, I believe it's got to be hand in hand. I believe that if we discipline our physical body, it's much easier to discipline our mind. And that's especially for me personally. Sorry, the water started running in the background. Discipline my body, and then my mind is more disciplined. And then for me, spiritual discipline, like setting aside time that I can read my Bible, that I can pray. And I acknowledge I'm not perfect, but I do set a standard that is high for myself. And to some people, it might be overly self critical or overly judgmental of myself, but I believe this is the standard that we are called to hold ourselves to as people, as children of God, as people who have been given gifts on this earth. We're only here for what, an average of 80 something years, right? If you're lucky, right? So we are here to work hard, to love people, and but I do believe change can happen significantly faster than people want to talk about or even give you credit for. Give yourself the ability to go all in this time, to cut out the excuses, right? Go all in, cut out the excuses. Quit saying people are different than you and just do it. Set your reminders, your to do lists, and find someone to hold you accountable. If that helps you, I've realized that's something that helps me. I need to find better accountability so I can be up on all of these things. Bit by bit, I'll get better. I'll miss the mark, but I'll keep going tomorrow. And I'm trying to win every single day. And this was day 3 out of 75 days on YouTube. I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts, sharing what's on my brain, and hopefully meet a few cool people along the way. Peace.